Ahead on DC News Now, red, white, and blue is starting to take over the National Mall. We're out there ahead of the annual celebration.
Heat advisories remain in effect on Friday. We'll let you know when some storms may start to pop up in all this heat and humidity.
Also coming up, a teen's horror story about 4th of July fireworks gone wrong.
I'm missing a couple fingers. It could be so much worse.
He's now warning others not to make the same mistake that would forever change his life. And as you get ready for your 4th of July cookout, food safety should be top priority. What you need to know before you break out the beef.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
You're taking a live look outside at actually you're looking at the National Cathedral. We're just a few hours away from hundreds of thousands of people. We'll be counting down the minutes of the 4th of July fireworks, and you can actually see the fireworks from a certain part of the National Cathedral. You're watching DC News Now at 4, and thanks for joining us, and happy 4th of July. I'm Mark Hall. Annalisa Gale will join us later this evening. And we begin with meteorologist Damon Matson. Damon, the holidays off to a hot, humid, and stormy start.
Yeah, that last part most importantly, Mark. Unfortunately, as we approach that fireworks display later on, the storminess is kicking up across the DMV. We have several clusters of heavier rainfall, some thunderstorms working their way west to east at this current hour on the 4th of July. Most of this is across Virginia, but as we zoom down closer to the DC metro, yeah, things remain quiet at the very least closer to the city. We have not had any rain or storms nearby. Alexandria saw a brief rain shower that has moved on into southern Prince George's County. There is a little bit of activity picking up back toward Upperville, Leesburg, and Sterling, as well as we are seeing some steadier rainfall across Loudoun County. But here we go down to the south across Virginia, more specifically Orange, Spotsylvania counties. We have quite a bit of heavy rainfall that is moving its way toward I-95. Fredericksburg and Stafford, you're about to get hit by some of this heavier rainfall. We have some of that near Quantico as well, just crossing I-95 as we speak. Now, thankfully, we're just seeing some heavy rainfall and occasional lightning. These thunderstorms have not been severe warned. We have not had a warning yet today, so severe weather has been staying at bay. And then we have one additional thunderstorm just northeast of Hagerstown, riding along the Pennsylvania-Maryland line. This is exiting Washington County and making its way over toward northern Frederick County near Thurmont and Emmitsburg. So heads up out that way. You'll be dealing with a thunderstorm here shortly. So it's rather active. Will we be able to clear out these thunderstorms before the big fireworks display later on tonight? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Daniel, thank you. There are a lot of activities going on throughout the DMV, and for a full guide to today's festivities, you can always head to our website, DCNewsNow.com. Just type 4th of July in the search bar, and you'll see a list of events happening around the region. Stretching your dollar, Metro celebrating the holiday with free rides and extra fast service. Metro Rail and Metro Bus will be free to ride after 5 p.m. until the system closes. And you can also expect faster service for your afternoon rush hour. And as for the case, and for most of the case, for most holidays, Lyft is offering free rides throughout the DMV area, and you can visit soberride.com for a promo code. And then I'll get you up to it'll get you up to $15 off a ride through 4 a.m. tomorrow. And you're going to want to do that right away, though. Only a limited number of codes are available. A boil water advisory has been lifted in all of D.C. and Arlington County. The advisory was issued late last night after concerns over water quality. D.C. Water ran tests and confirmed the water is safe to drink. Well, an overheated fan sparks a fire at a woman's shelter in Durwood, Maryland, and flames tore through the bathroom and attic in the building on Crabs Branch Way this morning. No injuries were reported. The county is helping more than 36 people who were displaced as a result. In Virginia, dozens came out to watch the Fairlington Independence Day Parade, and there were music performances, a motorcade, and of course, a whole lot of people dressed in red, white, and blue, whether it's their first time or an annual tradition. People tell us it's a celebration the community looks forward to every year.
I just think it's good to get her out and have little fun activities where she sees different stuff. And I like dressing her up.
It's just always really inspiring to see everyone come together and celebrate the 4th and be, just part of the neighborhood and take joy in that.
In Montgomery County, Tacoma Park is hosting a series of outdoor events with safety and the heat in mind. DC News Now's Christian Pena joins us from Tacoma Park, Maryland with more.
People are out here sweating bullets today, but let me tell you this, the heat isn't stopping them from showcasing how proud they are to be American today. Letting freedom ring through the beat of drums. Thousands of people are celebrating the 4th of July at Tacoma Park.
Today's all about the 4th of July in Tacoma Park. It's always been a big celebration. It brings the whole community together for a very special holiday.
Robinson tells DC News Now his team is rolling out a series of festivities on the 4th, including performances from many DMV natives. And they're doing so with safety in mind as temperatures peak.
We have a first aid station that's right in front of me. Everybody is careful where they're sitting. Everybody's in the shade when they can be. We've got these umbrellas up. This evening we'll have a misting station.
And though it's hot outside, people in Tacoma are proud to showcase their cultures in a nation they say thrives off of diversity.
So while it is about, showcasing the freedom of 4th of July, it's really just about the freedom that America has allowed for all cultures to be able to be showcased.
The annual event is one attended by many immigrants who say they're grateful to live their American dream every day.
For me, it's much fun because when I think about what this day really means, it's a day of independence. It is so great. It's lots of fun. There is people that I meet here every year.
And while the parade is over, the fun isn't over yet. A street party will be taking place at 6 p.m. right off of Maple Avenue tonight. Reporting out of Tacoma Park, Maryland, I'm Christian Pena, DC News Now.
Our thanks to Christian. With the soaring temperatures today, DC is keeping all of the public pools open until 8 p.m. or until 6 p.m. Pardon me. 10 rec centers are also open around the district for people to cool off. And while you're celebrating the red, white, and blue, it's very important to keep food safety at the top of mind. Make sure that your grills are clean and preheated before you put any raw meat on it. And don't forget about your cooking essentials, your cooking utensils, pardon me. It's a good idea to clean or switch them out after touching any raw meat to avoid cross-contamination. And also, experts say to remind your grill master to fully cook your food to kill any harmful germs.
And so for something like a whole piece of meat, like a steak, we're looking to get to 145 degrees. Ground meat, so like a hamburger, is 155 degrees. And then all poultry products, whether it's a ground poultry patty or a chicken breast, that needs to be cooked to 165 degrees.
And with today's hot, humid temperatures, keep any perishable food items inside or in a cooler with ice.